Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sinag and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to do a bookish goals for 2023. So I actually have 4 categories in here. I think this is a good way or guide for the year because aside from me wanting to stay consistent with reading and now doing booktube as well, I also kind of want to improve on some things and to basically explore more with regard to bookish things or bookish content. So I have 4 categories here as I've said, and we're going to go through each one of them one by one. The first category is reading. So these are my reading goals for 2023. First is for my Goodreads goal. So I always set, or at least starting last year, I've set my Goodreads goal to 22 books, and I wanted to do that as well right now because I don't want to feel overwhelmed. And I know I always read books more than that, but just for the sake of me not thinking too much about it, I'm just going to set it in 22, or the number 22, as my Goodreads goal. The next goal that is kind of related to that is I have a must achieve goal. So in this one, it is not on Goodreads, but I actually have an Excel sheet of all of the books that I am reading per year. So I started that back in 2020 and I'm continuing that now, and my goal or my must achieve goal is 222 books. The reason for that is because I feel like I'm going to be much more busy, or I'm going to get busier in 2023. And then I also have a stretch goal. This is based naman on the usual or my usual books that I have read for the past couple of years, ever since I started tracking my books consistently on Goodreads. So far I am in the 400 range, or at least by the time that I am I am filming this video, I am in the 400 range, and that's why I put a stretch goal to 444 books. That's just a stretch goal. I'm not going to be too hard on myself if I didn't achieve that, because I am planning my 2023 to be a career-driven year for me, at least in my professional life or my personal life. So I'm doing these bookish things, these booktube things, as a hobby. So I don't want my hobby to hinder my professional life. And then I also put a goal for my ARCs, or advanced reader copy or advanced review copy. So I put in here I can only request a maximum of 4 books per month, or 4 ARCs per month. This is related na rin to the what I've said about 2023 being a career-driven year for me. So I don't want to I actually didn't track the number of ARCs that I have requested, not just from NetGalley but also from the author, if I've seen a ARC sign up from 2022. So this time I'm going to track it, and I'm going to be realistic about it, and just request 0 to 4 books only, because I think 4 books is a realistic goal for me. An ARC for a week is a realistic thing. I think I can do that. So, and then I also plan to read all of my physical books right now. So I actually don't like collecting any more physical books. So the books that I have right now, most of them are favorites of mine, and actually all of them I've bought back in high school, and I am now just graduated university. So so most of them are I need to reread so that I know what's to unhaul and what's to stay in my collection, because if I'm going to have a physical book or physical collection, I want them to be just my favorite books. And basically, I don't want anything that takes too much space, because that's my number one thing. If I could have a big space or a big library or my own house, then I would probably want more physical books. But in reality, I don't have that. We have a very small space. I have a very small room, and I don't have the what do you call this, the capacity or the I don't have the capacity and the space basically for all of those books. So I prefer usually ebooks and audiobooks, but mostly ebooks because they're kind of cheaper than compared to physical books. And aside from that, ebooks you can read anywhere. Hopefully by the end of the year I can unhaul, and by unhaul I mean I'm just giving my books to my sister and my brother's friends. All of my goal for the reading category. So the next category is bookstagram. So in bookstagram naman, I only have 2 goals in here because I'm not really active in this platform, and this is not my main platform of choice. And basically the first goal I have here is post something at least once a month. So I'm just going to be realistic about it because I don't post Instagram photos a lot, and even in my own personal Instagram account, I don't I don't post that much. And I believe I only post 1 or 2 pictures for 2022 on my personal IG account. So I think it's not realistic for me to expect a lot for my bookstagram account. So but I'm going to try because I'm going to to promote myself more. So the next the next goal actually in here is to share the links or basically to promote myself more whenever I post a video on YouTube, a booktube video. So to share it or to link the video to an IG post or IG story, so that a lot more readers or audience or viewers can potentially or possibly see the video as well. And I just want to promote myself more and to be out of my shell. And basically the year 2022 is my kind of trial run if I really wanted to do booktube, and if I have the passion and the dedication and commitment to posting or reading and posting videos and reviewing these books. I'm not going to do any other accounts aside from bookstagram because to be honest, I am really not a social media person. So the next category that I included in my notebook is booktube goals naman. So the first one is to at least upload 1 video per week. Doing booktube content takes a lot of time. In order to do a meaty content, for me personally, a content that is true to the booktube community, you really need to read books in order to review it. That's why I kind of pre-filmed a lot of reading vlogs. So and aside from that, I'm also doing reading vlogs simultaneously. So right now I'm doing 2 reading vlogs, and so far I'm actually enjoying it a lot because I love the variety that I am getting for what I read. The thing is, which also connects to my second point, is to put videos I enjoy. So in the year 2022, I actually have started a handful of reading vlogs in which the halfway point, I scrap it all out because if I am no longer feeling the vlog or the books that I am reading, I'm just not continuing it. Like I wanted to do something that I want to do at the end of the day, because since reading is a hobby for me, I can force myself to read books that I don't want to read at the moment, and I don't want to force myself to read books and then give it a very low star rating because I am not in the mood with the book, or I am not in the proper headspace to analyze or at least to digest the content of the book, and I think that's unfair, not just to the book and to the author, but also to the viewers, because I am not looking at the book in a open-minded headspace. So at least that's my thing. So I'm going to put videos that I enjoy. I'm going to do videos that I enjoy, and if I'm not enjoying it, then I'm just going to scrap it. Next two goals with regard to booktube is about improvement naman. First one is to improve my editing process or editing thing. So I'm referring always to 2022 because 2022 is kind of my trial run in this booktube thing. Since I already have set my foot in the community and I know that I am enjoying what I do, and I'm enjoying the books that I'm reading and creating videos. So now, since I also have a basic understanding and knowledge about editing videos and editing thumbnails, so I want to improve that. So I'm going to be realistic in a way that I know that it will take time. My goal is to at least know more editing techniques and to explore more with the different tabs and just have fun and and enjoy the editing process as well, because there are times that I dread doing the editing work, but there are times that I am really enjoying it to the point that that it takes a lot of time for me to edit because I'm exploring all and every tabs or options that I can do in editing. And aside from that, I also wanted to, I think this is not going to be in this year, I'm going to try to find my way of editing. Like, if people saw this kind of edit, they're going to think of me and basically a brand. I don't think realistically that's going to happen this year, but that's going to be probably a goal for 2024. But right now I'm just taking it one step at a time. So the next improvement that I want and I'm going to try to do is to improve my verbal reviewing skills. So I know for myself that I am good with writing skills, but reviewing verbally was very new to me. I'm really not used to speaking in English because English is not my native tongue, it's not my native language. So it is really a struggle for me when I was starting that. And aside from that, I am not used to talking, not just in front of the camera, but in front of other people. Like, I usually only elaborate, or I try to be elaborate more in front of my friends. I also don't talk a lot in real life unless you are my friend. I want to be well spoken and to communicate better, especially in English, because I'm not used to talking in English. Aside from that, having the talking skills or the communication skills is very advantageous in real life, not just in this way. So I actually made a booktube channel because I wanted to practice my verbal skills or my communication skills, because I don't have anyone to talk to in the house because of pandemic. And aside from that, I don't usually talk to other people in English, even my friends. So it's kind of, for me personally, I feel shy whenever I speak in English in front of other people who knew me as a Tagalog speaker. I just want to be able to translate my thoughts into words in the way that I like, or in the way that I envision it to be, and fluently, of course. So the next goal for the booktube category is to set a day for me for watching booktube and interacting with booktubers and the community. I would just want to dedicate one day just for all booktube things or booktube interaction. So the last goal for this category is to join or participate in readathon. So I tried to do that last year in 2022, but it's not a great year. It's not a great year for me in terms of exploring out of my bubble in booktube, and which kind of makes sense since I am still starting, and my goal for that year is just to know if I can do booktube things, if I can commit to it. So I'm not really I'm not really penalizing, or I'm not too hard on myself on scrapping, because I tried Asian readathon, but at the middle of the month it's just not working for me. Anyway, so my goal for this year, since I've had my footing na is to try, emphasis on the word try. The reason for that kasi is I'm a very mood reader as well, and I don't like rules. I don't like following rules not every time, because there's rules for a reason. But in my hobbies, in doing my hobbies, I don't like rules. And usually if you have a readathon, you need to read books for these prompts, and I don't like that. But that's kind of the point of a readathon. So I wanted to try, and at least I can say that I tried. So if it doesn't work with me, or if I'm not really feeling it, then I would not do it again. So at least I wanted to try something. So I have 4 readathons that I am planning, or I want to participate to, but I don't know if I can. So emphasis on the word try. So the first one is Wikathon, then Asian readathon, Naked readathon, and Smatathon. So especially I think Wikathon and Naked readathon, because if my memory is right, I think both of those readathons will happen, or happens during August. And so I don't know if that's realistic, if I can do that. And aside from that, I'm also trying emphasis ulit on the word try. I'm also going to try to pursue a higher education, and usually here in the Philippines, or in the university that I'm planning to apply to apply, August is the start of the semester. So I don't know realistically if I can do that, but we'll see. I am going to try to participate in these 4 readathons. So the last category for this for my goals for 2023 is book related naman. So these are pertains to the actual books that I'm going to read. So the first goal is to finish the series that I have started already and have not yet finished. So I just list here some of the series. I don't know if this is all of it. So far I have here Roses and Thorns series. I still have 2 books to read, and then Clark Brothers series. I still have 2 books to read. High Stakes series. I still have 1. Vegas Nights. I still have 1. And then Necessary Evils has 6 books, and the last book will be released this year. And then Creature Cafe, I still have 8 books to read, and then The Spies Who Loved Her, which I still have I think 6 or 7 books to read. So this is not all of the series that I have started already that I wanted to finish, but this is on the top of my head, the series that I want to definitely finish in 2023. But I hope that I can do others as well, because I don't want to leave. I just want a proper ending or a closure. Especially these books are not terrible, because the only series that IDNF the only time that IDNF series is when the storyline, it doesn't resonate with me anymore. So the next goal that I have is to read more new to me authors. So in 2022 I discover a lot of my new favorite authors. So I just want to continue that, because obviously how are you going to know, or how are you going to have a new favorite author if you're not going to read new authors? So the second to the last goal is for me to read more monster romance books. So in the year 2022, I have discovered that my favorite subgenre of romance is monster romance. So and by monster romance, for me, how I define it is, it's kind of a combination, or not necessarily a combination, or it can be either sci-fi romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, and the likes. Because I think the monster romance aspect is what do you call this, is really diverse, and you can choose a lot of a lot of things, and it's just fun for me. Especially the monster romance that I have read are very wholesome, and that's what I usually find in these books. They're very wholesome and steamy. I have a monster romance reading vlog, which I think this is going to be up first than that, but I have finished that, I have edited that, and it's already scheduled. So watch out for that, because I have a lot of thoughts, and if you want to know more about my thoughts regarding monster romance, I'm going to direct you to that video, and if that is up already, I'm going to link it in the description down below and up above as well. So yeah, so look out for that. But I believe this is going to be uploaded first, or this is going to be posted in the YouTube channel first before that. So anyway, the last bookish or book goals that I have in here is to reread Ruby Dixon's books, because Ruby Dixon is my all-time favorite author, and her books, especially the Ice Planet Barbarian series, are my comfort books or comfort reads, and I think I'm going to need those, the comfort that it gave me before during my career year. So I've read the Ice Planet Barbarian series at the start of the pandemic, and it just gave me hope and comfort, and it's really I'm really connected, I'm really attached to it, and so I want the Ice Planet Barbarians world to what do you call this, to give me comfort and hope as well in this year where I am having or partaking in a major transition in my life. So that's all for me for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any bookish related goals, please comment it down below, because I am curious as well as to what's your bookish goals, because my bookish goals are catered to where I am in my reading and booktube journey mostly, and I know that all of us have different goals, or yeah, we have different goals depending on where we are in our, not just in the booktube journey, but also in our life. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. So I also need to remind myself to do that, because hashtag promotion. I need to actively promote myself. So if you like this video, don't forget to like the like button, and subscribe to me, and click the notification bell as well, so you'll be the first to know when I upload something. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.